Black women are angry and they're mean and they're nasty. They're some of the most hated people on the planet. Why are we? Instead of the world continuously pointing out how we are and who we are, it's time that we, as human beings, start asking, why are Black women so angry? Do you think anyone wants to be angry? Do you think anybody wants to be mad and wants to be frustrated? Black women are not angry. We're not nasty. We're not hateful. We're not evil. We're traumatized. We are hurting. That anger and those attitudes you see is a defense mechanism. Sympathize with us for a moment. Empathize with us for a moment. I know that everybody on the planet has been through stuff in the world, but just take a moment to understand what Black women have been through. From slavery, we've been raped and abused and mistreated. Many Black women are kidnapped and our organs are harvested. Our wombs are harvested. Our men are killed. We seen our men get raped and abused during slavery. Our men were taken out of our homes, told that they can't be with the family or we wouldn't get government assistance. We're told that we're ugly. We're the least married. And when it comes to us being told that we're ugly, we were considered ugly for our big lips and our dark skin and our big butts. But then we watch other women go and buy these things at the doctors and they're praised and worshiped for things that we already had. But even if other women naturally have these things, they are more praised and worshiped for it, where we're put down or just only sexualized for it. And I'm not saying that Black women are perfect. No, we have created a lot of the issues that we deal with, and we are accountable, and we need to take responsibility for what we metaphysically attract to ourselves. But this message is to the whole world, to white women, white men, Black women, Asian men, Asian women, Indian women, Hispanic men, Black women. This is for all of us to understand the pain that Black women are dealing with. Why are we mad? Do you think we just want to be mad? Anything or anyone who has been traumatized and beaten and abused over and over again will become defensive. I saw on the news this little tiny dog who had been abused severely by many different people became really bitter and angry. And anytime someone even just tried to pet it or touch it or give it food, the dog would start barking and immediately snapping. Why? Because that's a small little dog and he's defensive. He was afraid. He was scared, but people were, this story was on the news. People were compassionate enough about this dog that they took the dog in and they started to love the dog and they saw the dog change. But we can't even extend that to another human being. Like, come on. Why do you think we want to walk around earth and be mad? Look at how abused we are. Look at how misrepresented we are. And I myself, I've been hurt by Black girls. Growing up, I've been so mistreated by Black girls. I've been jumped by Black girls. I've been through the works. But then I had to think to myself as I grew up, like, why did they treat me like that? Well, as a Black girl, you're considered ugly, just because you're Black. You're not beautiful. And so when we think about the boys, the men and things like that, we are told that they're so scarce. They date outside of their race, or they get locked up, or they get murdered. So we're fighting over one half decent man. So we're tearing each other down to get that one, you know? And I was like, wow, what we go through is a lot here on earth. We're dealing with fear. We're in fear that our sons, something's going to happen to our sons. They're going to be murdered or something like that. Our daughters are going to get kidnapped or raped. So when you see a Black woman with an attitude, when she's angry or something, don't say, see, there goes another Black woman, this and that and the third. Say, well, why? Why is she angry? Sometimes I go to a store or a restaurant and my order is wrong or something, and I get upset. Like I've said over and over again, I'm allergic to black pepper. And they're like, looking like, oh, here we go. We're going to get one of these attitudes. And it's like, come on. A white woman is going to get an attitude if she's repeating, okay, I can't have this. This is my third time. Anybody, a man is allowed to express anger. It's normal for a man to express anger. Just like it's normal for a woman to express sadness, but it's not normal for a man to express sadness. It's normal for men to express anger, but not women. And we need to stop this. We need to stop these gender roles in that context. It's really painful what we deal with. And it's time that we start loving on this demographic of people. And I even see a lot of our sisters resorting to overpricing and overcharging for things within our communities because they have to be independent and they have to fend for themselves and all of these kinds of things. But let's not become the abuser too. Let's not do wrong back to others because of what has been done to us. It's time that we become vulnerable. It's time that we heal. It's time that we allow ourselves to feel our feelings instead of immediately being mad and frustrated. Express ourselves like, I don't feel right about this situation. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Let's be honest with our feelings. Our men have been so hurt and so confused as well. And I don't even get on black men for dating outside their race. I just don't. I'm going to be honest. I have my views on it. I have my opinions, but I don't get on them because I actually understand when I see the majority of Hispanic women and others, white women, being patient and things like that. And then you see a black woman yelling, oh, what is she doing? Get away. I'm like, yeah, I would probably date elsewhere too, but no, it's just that we need to be loved and supported and understood and accepted and cared for. And even the angry black woman yelling at her children and things like that, that used to be for protection back in the day. We used to have to yell at our children like, no, sit down, don't go over there, because we were afraid that some white person will come and kidnap our child and kill him because they whistled or something the heck else. We got to really look at origins of things, And stop saying that black women are angry and start asking why. Why? Does anybody want to be angry? Ask yourself, does anybody want to be angry? Anybody? Don't we all want to be happy and frolicking around the planet and enjoying ourselves? Now imagine you're a black woman or just a being and you're walking around the earth and you're scared that you're going to get kidnapped and raped, or you're afraid that your son is going to get killed, or your man is going to leave you, or your man is going to go to prison, or anything of the sort. Or you go into work and they tell you you can't wear your hair like that, and if you wear your hair the way that God let it grow out your head, you're going to be fired. And now you have to resort to all of these other avenues to straighten your hair and make it appear like other people. And then you have so many of our women, they feel like they have to be independent because they're unsupported. You think we just want to do it on our own all the time? We're tired. We don't want to do things. Nobody wants to do anything alone. We're independent because who's going to help us? Who's going to help us when our men are being taken into jail for stupid offenses? or they're being murdered. Oh, we have to do it for ourselves. But this message especially is to Black women, says take your cape off. It's nothing but a target on our backs. We need more videos like this saying, I'm tired. We need to speak out more for how we really feel. And I commend our women. I see us out here going to these retreats, healing ourselves, burning our sage, meditating. We doing so much to heal from our trauma. Y'all see us out here too. So many people see us out here doing this healing work and are starting to capitalize off of it. And as we are doing this healing work on ourselves, be compassionate and be empathetic. Stop saying that we're angry and ask why and how could y'all make it better. We don't deal with just having our men date outside of their race and just go and date outside of their race. We have to deal with them saying they are dating out their race and then saying why they hate us. And don't get me wrong, Black men, I know y'all been put through the works with y'all mamas. A lot of Black men have been abused by their mothers because of how the mothers were treated in the world and in society and in their husbands or, the children's fathers and stuff. But that don't make us right, that we abuse our sons because of what we dealt with in society. We got to change that. We got to change that. And I'm sorry to my Black men who have dealt with pain, from Black women and young Black girls at school making fun of Black boys. Hey, you ashy, you dirty, you this and you that. That wasn't right, that y'all had to experience the things y'all had to experience. But we have to know that all of us have been put through so much pain with this patriarchal society. We've all been put through a psychological war, spiritual war. And when it comes to submission, your woman needs to submit. Your woman needs to submit. I don't agree. I will never submit to nobody but the Most High. That doesn't mean that I won't be respectful, that I won't listen, that I won't be compassionate and empathetic and understanding. I will definitely be those things. I can guide and I can learn. I could be taught different things. I can cater. I can love. I can nurture. But I expect those things back to me as well. And the elites and patriarchy and all of these things, they started the whole women needs to submit because they've been afraid of the power of the woman. And they have passed this narrative on to so many different races and cultures. But no, nobody should submit. I don't believe that a man should submit to a woman or a woman should submit to a man. I believe that we should respect each other, love each other, be there for each other, listen to one another, be caring to one another, be understanding of each other and each other's traumas, and be patient with one another. But why we got to submit our power to another person and shut ourselves up? We need to stop that narrative. It's 2021 and beyond. It's done. So I'm going to wrap this video up with my last and my main point of this entire video. Ask yourself, if something or someone has been repeatedly abused and traumatized and hurt and stolen from, misrepresented and raped over and over again, told they are ugly, and dealt with jealousy from their own mothers and siblings and their own kind, how would that person act in life? You think that person is going to be a stupid, nice person? Oh, hey, how's it going? You're great. No, they're going to be, excuse me. No, hold on. Wait, I was there. They're going to, I don't know. I'm not giving you my number. All of that comes from being traumatized and being abused. So understand that person. But sisters, that does not excuse our behavior. It does not. We need to know that we attract the realities that we experience to ourselves based upon our vibrational frequency. We need to first start changing that narrative. We need to see counselors and therapists, psychologists, hypnotherapists. We need to get acupuncture. We need to heal ourselves. It's not our fault what has happened to us, but it is completely our responsibility to heal. We need to love each other. We need to be patient with one another. We need to stop feeling threatened by one another. We need to stop taking advantage of each other. We do. Just because we are afraid that we won't have. We need to stop crossing each other and then wonder why we're experiencing karma in so many different areas of being robbed and cheated on and left and all of these things. We're perpetuating the reality that has been put on us. So we need to take a stand right here, take our capes off and say, I love me and I'm going to be patient with me and I'm going to heal me. And I know I'm not perfect. I know I got all kind of stuff I got to work on. And I'm going to be another example in this world. And instead of just lashing out of anger, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm hurt and I'm afraid right now. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to scream unless I really need to. And I'm going to accept myself if I do. But I'm going to say I'm hurt and I'm afraid. And I'm lonely and I don't feel supported. I don't feel understood. I don't feel cared for. I feel like an alien in this world that I've given birth to in so many different ways. So this anger that you may see, it's because of those underlying things that I'm afraid to express. Because I'm afraid to be taken advantage of even more. I love you all. I love every human being on this earth. And I love the work that we are doing as a collective. Let's continue to heal one another and be patient with each other. I love my sisters so much. Let's continue to heal and support each other. Peace and light.